Hey, welcome to week 3 of Low Carb Vegan. So I'm in a really good mood this morning because today was my weigh-in, and I usually come here and do my videos after my weigh-in. So November, I think I shared with you guys that was a huge month of losing, right? December has not been a huge month of losing. December has been kind of a slow month of losing, and I'm okay with that because there was so much weight loss in November that I felt like my body needed to catch up this month. So I'm okay with the slow loss. But this week was another 2.4 pounds for the week. I'm more than happy with that. No matter what, I'm going to be on target for 10 pounds or more weight loss this month through the holidays and everything. And considering how much weight I lost in November, if I average that out for November and December, I lost heck of weight for the holidays, right? So I'm good with that. So a couple of things that I'm going to address today is some things that people have been asking me about as far as low carb vegan is tough. Okay, let's just be real honest about it. Low carb vegan is way tougher than low carb if you eat standard foods, right? If you eat regular foods, standard foods, you are going to eat a lot of meats, you're going to eat a lot of fats, and you're going to eat a lot of vegetables. If you're doing low carb vegan, the meats are off the table, right? Meat and dairy, that's out. So you're going to eat a lot of plant-based proteins. And for me, that's a lot of tofu. I love tofu. So I eat a lot of tofu. I don't really like tempeh a whole bunch, but I do eat it. But the tofu, the tempeh, and I eat a lot of seitan. I like seitan. I don't have a problem with the gluten, so it's not a problem for me. So I eat a lot of seitan. And yes, I eat a lot of vegetables, mostly green vegetables, because for my system, for my body, for whatever you want to call it, the best things for me to eat are the green vegetables. I do eat some red vegetables like peppers, very few tomatoes. I don't eat a lot of tomatoes. So pretty much the red pepper is probably the only red thing I really eat, other than radishes, because I love radishes. Did you know that if you roast radishes, they taste kind of like potatoes in a way? It gets rid of that peppery, bitter taste. I just discovered that recently, and so roasted a lot of radishes lately. And they're also 0 carb. So yeah, it's a no-brainer, right? So it is harder to do the low carb if you're vegan, but can it be done? Yes, it can be done. If you need help with this, if you need to follow along with somebody, if you need to just have a place where you can bounce ideas off of, feel free to join our group on Facebook. It's low carb vegan for weight loss. And it's open to anybody that wants to join it. You do have to be vegan. I don't want meat eaters that are posting meat eating pictures because, yeah, yuck. So come and join us if you need some help on how to follow the low carb diet. We post pictures of our foods. I post menu ideas, recipes, when we come up with recipes, because I also have my page, the Kitchen Magician, Vegan Kitchen Magician. So I post a lot of recipes. I like to come up with new foods and new ideas. A lot of people say they do the keto or the keto really, really plain. They just add their vegetables, their protein source, blah. And I do that some of the time for most of the week, I'd say, but a couple days out of the week, I want something special. So I'm gonna make up some kind of a dish. Like I just got done making a lasagna. Of course, we can't use pasta, right? And I used layers of zucchini and layers of cabbage, and it was so good. My husband said it was one of the best lasagnas he's ever had. Yeah, that was pretty cool, right? So yeah, it was really tasty. So I just like to do that like once or twice a week, and then I try to share those recipes in the group because a lot of people don't necessarily have an easy time coming up with recipes for themselves. But most of the time I just keep it simple. I have this super salad. I call it my super salad, which is a salad with everything in it. It doesn't have to be really huge, but it has to be really filling. So it has all kinds of stuff in it. It has all kinds of crunchy vegetables, lots of greens. I love mini cucumbers. I don't know if you guys have ever tried the mini cucumbers. They're really crunchy. Oh my God, they're so good. And so I eat a lot of those in my salads, green onions, zucchini, cauliflower, broccoli, red bell peppers. Yeah, I just throw whatever I want to into the salad, right? So the super salads, I eat a lot of those. Like I said, I eat a lot of tofu, tempeh, and the seitan. I try to make the seitan myself. If you need help on learning how to make seitan, I'm just gonna tell you, join a seitan group on Facebook or follow YouTube videos because seitan is a bitch. Yeah, it just is. It's hard to follow sometimes. Um, so anyway, let's see what else today. It's funny how during the week before it's time to do my video, I'm thinking of all these things I want to say and all these things I want to inform you guys about as far as the difficulties or the not difficulties of doing the keto 1 meal a day thing. And then I get on here to do my videos. And it doesn't matter if I write down what I'm going to say or not. I still kind of go, wait, what was I going to talk about? So I want everybody to know that for somebody who's had a weight problem her whole life and always struggled with every eating plan I've ever had, that doing the 1 meal a day and doing the vegan keto, because it is vegan keto, it's vegan low carb, but it's vegan keto. It's the same thing. It's way easier than anything else I've done. And me and my husband were talking about it the other day. We used to do the high starch, low fat. I mean, zero fat pretty much for 5 years, and we were talking the other day about how much easier this seems than that seemed. And I said, it's really weird because we were eating 2 to 3 times a day. We were eating huge sweet potatoes and then all the fixings with that, and couldn't lose weight, couldn't get our blood sugars down, couldn't get our insulin resistance to act right. I mean, couldn't get nothing to go right. And I was constantly looking up stuff online, like, how do I go high carb, low fat and make it work for me? I even talked to some of the most famous doctors out there that support that, right? And no matter what I tried, whose advice I followed, or what I did, I could not ever get that to work for me. But this works for me. Crazy. It's crazy to me. And because I've really, I'm kind of against the whole oil thing. I kind of, just, I don't want to do the fats that way. I pretty much stick with my fats being avocado and olives. And then whatever little bit of fats are in foods naturally. I just don't eat a whole lot of fats. So that part of me is not keto apparently because keto is supposed to be lots of fats. But I have a keto monitor, and it's really funny because I checked my ketones out today, and I was in the ketone, what's called the premier range, and I thought that's pretty funny considering that I do not eat a crap of fats. I don't eat a crap ton of protein either. I'm not like trying to shove in as much of that as I can. I eat mostly vegetables, and it's like, and I'm really healthy. The doctor says, and keep in mind, I had a stroke in March. My stroke was caused because I got a really bad flu, not corona, according to the doctors, but it was just like it. I mean, I was so sick that I thought I was dying. The doctors thought I was dying. And I ended up having a brain bleed from coughing so hard. I'm not kidding you. I literally coughed so hard for like 7, 8, 9 days that it busted a brain or caused a brain bleed. And I was completely paralyzed on the right side, which is my dominant side. And it sucked. I mean, it totally sucked really bad. But other than the fact that I had that, and I had to fight my way back from that, get that over with. I'm pretty healthy. My doctor's always just amazed at how healthy I am, but I feel like I'm healthier since I started this. My blood sugars are down. I don't seem to be having any kind of my stomach. Most people can't lose weight in their stomach, right? It's the first thing I'm losing. It's like, yay. And I don't know. Can you see how narrow my shoulders are? I wasn't one of those people that can say, yeah, I am big boned. I'm not big boned. I'm not big boned. I have very narrow shoulders, right? So yeah, I wasn't big boned, and I had to get the weight off. I just had to, and the weight is getting off, and I'm going to project that I will be at my goal weight by March at the rate things are going, and that's really exciting to me because I've already got some plans for maintenance. So I can't wait to try those out and see how they work. And I just realized this video went way longer than I meant for it to. So that's it. That's going to be my check-in for today. Guys, hang in there. And if you need some help, come let us know on Facebook or just send me a message or something. Let me know. All right. Ciao.